Hi, my name's Harpreet. I'm from a company called Cupcakes in London. Today I'll be showing you various techniques and recipes to help you decorate cupcakes. For more information, visit our website at www.cupcakeslondon.com. Take some icing sugar and sprinkle that on a surface so that your roll-out icing doesn't stick. And then rub your hands together so that the icing won't pick up the colour of the icing sugar too much. And then using your fingers, just flatten out the icing so that you get a large disc of green icing, which you can use to cut out your shapes. You can use a rolling pin to do this, but I always think it's just easier to use your fingers if you're using a small quantity of icing. And then pop that down. First of all, we'll do some holly, and in order to do the holly, you basically use a shape to cut the various imprints of the holly out. Okay, so I'm going to use a cutter, which is actually a cutter for a number 8, but it's perfect to actually get the shape of the holly leaves. So this is actually quite a large piece of icing, so we can break that in half and just use half of it. Then using 1/2 of the 8, just pop that down and remove the icing that comes out. Do the same on the other side. And basically just make a shape by carving out shapes from your green icing that will slowly start to resemble semicircles being cut out of your leaf, like so. And there we have something that resembles a holly leaf, and then using a toothpick, just draw a line down the middle, which will be the vein of the holly. And we can leave that to dry and to harden. We'll do the same on another piece with another piece of icing. So just keep carving out semicircles from the icing until you are left with something that resembles one side of the holly, and then do the same thing on the other side. Keep pulling away the various parts of icing that you remove until you are left with a leaf, and then again just use a toothpick to make a vein down the middle. And then taking some red icing, again make that quite soft with your fingers, and then halve it so that you've got icing roughly the size of a pea. Pop that down to harden. Do the same here. And then take one of your cupcakes and just arrange the holly on your cupcake. Like so. And then put the red berries on top. And the perfect way to finish this off is actually with a sprinkle of edible glitter. So I'll sprinkle some dark green edible glitter on the actual holly leaves. And we can pop some red edible glitter on the red berries as well. Like so. And here we have a holly Christmas cupcake. Then taking the remaining green icing, you can spread that out to make another disc. like so. Now take a knife, this doesn't need to be a sharp knife, it can be your average dinner knife, and on one end cut a dome shape out of your green icing. And then just make a horizontal imprint into it. And then cut a second shape and pull the icing away each time. And then again, make a horizontal line. Once again, make an angled cut into your icing. And then once again, a horizontal line. And then one last angled cut. And another line. And just set that aside for a second to dry. Now for best results you basically want to let this dry so that it's absolutely hard, but in this case we'll actually pop it on top of the cupcake while it's still quite soft. And then we shall pipe a trunk onto the bottom of that with black icing. And then using red icing we can pop some baubles onto the actual cupcake. Like so. And then finally, using some tweezers, we can actually pop some gold dragées onto various parts, including one at the top as a star. And there we have a Christmas tree cupcake. And another form of making the Christmas tree cupcake is to actually pipe the green tree on using green icing. So here's some green icing that I've prepared by basically mixing icing sugar, water and green colouring. Start from the top and basically just make a Christmas tree shape like so. It's a very basic form of cupcake decoration, but it's quite effective and it's quite a kind of modern take on your typical tree. And again, pop a gold dragée on the top as a star and pop various dragées down the tree to symbolise baubles, like so. And then again, you can use red icing for red baubles on your tree, just to give it a bit of a colourful, festive look. And that is how you make Christmas cupcakes.